Introduction: Mark Twain's Journey Through American Life and Literature. Mark Twain, born Samuel Langhorne Clemens, stands as one of the most celebrated figures in American literature and culture. Known for his sharp wit, keen observation, and unflinching social critiques, Twain captured the spirit of a burgeoning nation while revealing its complexities and contradictions. His life, much like his works, was a tapestry of humor, tragedy, and an unrelenting quest to understand the human condition. Ron Powers' Mark Twain, A Life Unraveled the complex layers of Twain's existence, from his boyhood days along the Mississippi River to his ascension as a literary icon, and finally, to the trials and tribulations of his later years. Powers provides a vivid portrait of a man whose life was as colorful and multifaceted as the characters he brought to life on the page. Twain's life was profoundly shaped by his upbringing in Hannibal, Missouri, a town teeming with the vibrant and turbulent energy of the antebellum South. His experiences there provided the foundation for his most iconic works, including The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. Yet, behind the lighthearted adventures lay a deeper examination of societal issues such as race, class, and morality. This biography also explores Twain's career as a steamboat pilot, his bold ventures into journalism, and his groundbreaking contributions to American literature. Alongside his achievements, Powers examines Twain's personal struggles, from financial ruin to the devastating losses of his loved ones, which deeply influence his later writings. Through this exploration, readers gain an intimate understanding of the duality of Mark Twain, the public humorist and the private thinker. Powers masterfully reveals how Twain's wit and satire were tools not merely for entertainment, but for profound social commentary, addressing issues that remain strikingly relevant today. As we embark on this journey through Mark Twain, a life, we will uncover the complexities of the man behind the pen name. This introduction sets the stage for an in-depth exploration of Twain's early years, his rise to fame, his masterpieces, and his enduring legacy, offering insights into why he remains a cornerstone of American literary and cultural history. Chapter 1: A Boyhood Along the Mississippi, The Making of Samuel Clemens. Samuel Langhorne Clemens, later known to the world as Mark Twain, was born on November 30, 1835, in Florida, Missouri, a small riverside hamlet. He was the sixth of 7 children in a family shaped by modest means and unyielding perseverance. The Mississippi River flowed near his boyhood home and would later serve as the lifeblood of his imagination, a source of endless fascination and inspiration. In 1839, Clemens's family moved to Hannibal, Missouri, a bustling port town on the banks of the Mississippi. This move would prove pivotal in shaping his worldview. Hannibal's vibrant and diverse community introduced young Sam to a myriad of human experiences: the laughter of children playing on cobblestone streets, the sorrowful songs of enslaved laborers, and the raw energy of riverboat life. These formative sights and sounds planted the seeds for the enduring characters and themes that would later define Twain's writing. As a child, Clemens was known for his mischievous nature and boundless curiosity. He often explored the caves, woods, and riverbanks surrounding Hannibal, living the very adventures that would one day appear in The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. Stories of buried treasure, ghostly apparitions, and daring escapades were staples of his boyhood, giving him a first-hand education in the art of storytelling. His playmates and the townsfolk, some whimsical, others deeply flawed, would later serve as archetypes for his beloved characters like Tom Sawyer, Huck Finn, and Becky Thatcher. However, Clemens' idyllic childhood was not without its trials. The death of his father, John Clemens, in 1847 plunged the family into financial hardship. At just 11 years old, Sam was forced to leave school and find work to support his family. He began as a printer's apprentice, working long hours at the Hannibal Courier. This job marked his first exposure to the written word as a medium for expression and persuasion. Over time, he developed a love for storytelling and satire, laying the foundation for his future career as a writer. Hannibal itself was a microcosm of antebellum America, rife with contradictions. It was a town where the promise of freedom and opportunity existed alongside the stark reality of slavery. Clemens grew up witnessing these injustices, and they left a lasting impression on him. Although his early works often romanticize life along the Mississippi, his later writings, especially The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, would grapple with the moral complexities of race and inequality. By the time Clemens left Hannibal at 17, he had already absorbed a lifetime of stories and experiences. These formative years provided him with a rich tapestry of material, infusing his work with authenticity and humanity. The boy who explored the Mississippi's banks with wide-eyed wonder would one day return to it in his imagination, transforming those memories into some of the most iconic works in American literature. Chapter 2: Navigating the Mighty Mississippi, A Steamboat Pilot's Education. In 1857, at the age of 21, Samuel Clemens embarked on an adventure that would profoundly shape his life and writing. Driven by the lure of the Mississippi River and a restless curiosity, he pursued a career as a steamboat pilot. This profession, esteemed for its complexity and prestige, offered Clemens more than a livelihood. It provided a front-row seat to the vibrant, ever-changing theater of life along the river. The Mississippi was a vast, unpredictable force. Its shifting sandbars, treacherous currents, and hidden obstacles demanded exceptional skill and unwavering focus from its pilots. Clemens' apprenticed under Horace Bixby, a seasoned pilot who imparted the intricate knowledge required to master the river's moods. Under Bixby's tutelage, Clemens learned to read the subtle signs of the water, ripples indicating submerged dangers, changes in color signaling depth shifts, and the faintest movements of the current that could mean life or disaster for a steamboat. Clemens' days were consumed by rigorous study and practice. The apprenticeship required him to memorize every bend and depth of the river, a Herculean task that demanded both mental acuity and physical stamina. The river's personality was ever-changing, and mastering its nuances became a lesson in adaptability and resilience. Beyond the technical skills, Clemens absorbed a wealth of stories and characters from his time on the river. The steamboats were microcosms of society, ferrying merchants, adventurers, gamblers, and laborers between bustling port towns. Each voyage introduced Clemens to a new cast of individuals, from the elegant passengers in first class to the hard-working deckhands and the lively gamblers who spun tales of fortune and folly. These encounters enriched his understanding of human nature, sharpening his wit and observational skills. The river itself became more than a geographical feature, it became a living entity in Clemens's imagination. Its rhythm and beauty, as well as its dangers and unpredictability, deeply influenced his storytelling. The Mississippi's duality, offering both opportunity and peril, mirrored the complexities of life, a theme that Clemens would explore throughout his career. His future works, including The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, would capture this intricate relationship, presenting the river as both a literal and metaphorical journey toward freedom and self-discovery. However, Clemens's life as a steamboat pilot was cut short by the outbreak of the Civil War in 1861. River traffic dwindled, and Clemens was forced to abandon his cherished profession. The interruption of this chapter in his life marked a significant turning point. He briefly joined a Confederate militia but quickly abandoned it, uncomfortable with the moral implications of the conflict. He then turned westward, seeking new adventures and opportunities. Though his time as a steamboat pilot was relatively brief, its impact on Clemens was indelible. The Mississippi River remained a central figure in his imagination, its waters coursing through the pages of his greatest works. The lessons he learned, of perseverance, human connection, and the power of observation, would serve him well as he transitioned to his next role, that of a storyteller who would bring the world of the Mississippi to life for generations to come. Chapter 3: The Birth of Mark Twain, Crafting a Literary Identity. Samuel Clemens's transformation into Mark Twain began in the late 1860s, a pivotal period when he found his voice and crafted the persona that would captivate readers around the world. The name itself was a homage to his days on the Mississippi River, where Mark Twain was a term used by riverboat pilots to measure safe water depths. By adopting this moniker, Clemens not only honored his roots but also anchored his literary identity in a world rich with adventure and authenticity. The journey to literary fame started with Clemens' foray into journalism. After the Civil War disrupted his steamboat career, he ventured westward, working as a miner and later as a reporter for the Territorial Enterprise in Virginia City, Nevada. These experiences provided Clemens with a wealth of material, colorful characters, outrageous anecdotes, and the raw humor of frontier life. His satirical sketches and sharp observations quickly gained local popularity, showcasing his unique ability to weave humor and humanity into every tale. In 1865, Clemens published the celebrated Jumping Frog of Calaveras County, a humorous short story that catapulted him to national attention. This tale, with its rich vernacular and comic timing, exemplified Clemens' knack for capturing the quirks of American life. It also marked the debut of the Mark Twain persona, a voice that balanced wit, irony, and an acute sense of the absurd. The story's success opened doors for Clemens, launching him into the literary spotlight and setting the stage for his future as a cultural icon. Capitalizing on this newfound fame, Clemens began delivering public lectures, a medium that would become central to his career. His lectures were more than just entertainment, they were performances, blending storytelling, humor, and keen social commentary. Twain's ability to connect with audiences through these appearances helped solidify his reputation as a humorist and social critic. In 1867, Twain embarked on a voyage to Europe and the Holy Land, which provided the foundation for his first major book, The Innocents Abroad, 1869. This travel narrative, filled with sharp observations and irreverent humor, challenged the romanticized accounts of European culture that dominated American literature at the time. Twain's candid depictions of both the grandeur and absurdities of foreign lands resonated with readers, cementing his place as a literary innovator. Twain's humor, however, was never purely comedic. Beneath the laughter lay incisive critiques of societal norms, cultural pretensions, and human folly. He wielded satire as a tool to reveal uncomfortable truths, earning him both acclaim and controversy. This duality, humor interwoven with biting social commentary, became a hallmark of his writing and a reflection of his complex worldview. As Mark Twain's fame grew, so did his ambition. He began experimenting with longer forms, blending personal experience with fictional elements. Works like Roughing It, 1872, chronicled his adventures in the American West, combining humor, history, and social critique in a style uniquely his own. These early successes demonstrated Twain's ability to capture the spirit of a rapidly changing America, making him a voice of his era and a chronicler of its contradictions. By the early 1870s, Samuel Clemens had fully embraced the persona of Mark Twain, a literary and cultural figure who embodied the humor, irreverence, and restless energy of the American spirit. This transformation marked not only the birth of an author but the emergence of a legend, one whose voice would resonate across generations. Twain's journey from steamboat pilot to literary icon was a testament to his boundless creativity, sharp intellect, and unyielding determination to forge his own path. Chapter 4: Masterpieces of a Nation, Shaping American Literature. Mark Twain's literary achievements reached their zenith with two masterpieces that would forever define his legacy, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer and The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. These novels, rooted in Twain's own childhood experiences, not only captured the essence of 19th-century America, but also revolutionized the literary landscape with their vivid storytelling, humor, and social commentary. Published in 1876, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer is a nostalgic yet incisive portrayal of small-town boyhood along the Mississippi River. The novel chronicles the mischievous exploits of Tom, whose adventures range from sneaking out at night to witness his own funeral to uncovering buried treasure. While the story brims with humor and whimsy, it also subtly critiques societal norms, such as rigid education systems and the moral hypocrisy of adults. Tom's escapades resonate with readers of all ages, offering a timeless exploration of curiosity, rebellion, and the innocence of youth. The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, published in 1884, elevated Twain from a beloved storyteller to a literary trailblazer. Widely regarded as his magnum opus, the novel continues the narrative of Huck, Tom Sawyer's loyal and resourceful friend. However, unlike its predecessor, Huckleberry Finn delves deeper into the complexities of human nature and society. The novel follows Huck's journey down the Mississippi River with Jim, a runaway slave, as they seek freedom and self-discovery. Their bond defies the racial prejudices of the time, challenging readers to confront their own biases and assumptions. What sets Huckleberry Finn apart is Twain's use of vernacular language, a groundbreaking choice that brought authenticity and immediacy to the narrative. Through Huck's colloquial voice, Twain captured the rhythms and nuances of regional speech, creating a sense of place and character that was unprecedented in American literature. This stylistic innovation not only enriched the story but also signaled a shift toward a more inclusive and realistic literary tradition. Beneath its adventurous surface, Huckleberry Finn is a profound critique of societal ills, particularly slavery and racism. Twain exposes the moral contradictions of a society that claims to uphold freedom while perpetuating oppression. Huck's internal struggle, choosing between societal norms and his own sense of right and wrong, serves as a powerful indictment of the moral failures of the antebellum South. Despite its acclaim, Huckleberry Finn has not been without controversy. Its candid portrayal of racism and use of racial slurs have sparked debates about its place in modern education. While some view it as a relic of a bygone era, others argue that its unflinching examination of America's past remains essential for understanding its present. These discussions highlight the enduring relevance of Twain's work and the complexity of his legacy. Twain's mastery extended beyond these two novels. Works such as A Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court, 1889, and Pudd'nhead Wilson, 1894, further showcased his versatility and boldness. In Connecticut Yankee, Twain satirized both medieval romanticism and contemporary industrialization, blending humor with sharp social critique. Pudd'nhead Wilson offered a poignant exploration of race and identity, underscoring Twain's commitment to addressing the moral dilemmas of his time. Through his major works, Twain not only entertained but also challenged his readers to question societal norms and examine their own values. His ability to balance humor with earnest critique made his stories both accessible and profound, earning him a place as the father of American literature. These masterpieces, rich in imagination and insight, solidified Twain's status as a national treasure and a voice that continues to echo across the cultural and literary landscape. Chapter 5: Personal Struggles in Later Years, The Price of Genius. Behind Mark Twain's public image as America's beloved humorist lay a man grappling with profound personal struggles and tragic losses. Samuel Clemens, the person behind the pen name, faced a series of challenges in his later years that deeply influenced his writing and outlook on life. His journey reveals the cost of genius and the complexities of a man caught between extraordinary success and relentless adversity. Financial difficulties loomed large over Twain's later years. Despite his literary acclaim, his unwise investments plunged him into debt. His most infamous financial misstep was his commitment to the Page Compositor, an ambitious typesetting machine he believed would revolutionize printing. Twain poured vast sums into the project, only to see it fail spectacularly due to its impracticality and unreliability. This financial disaster left Twain nearly bankrupt, forcing him to embark on an exhausting global lecture tour to repay his creditors. While the tour restored his finances, it also took a toll on his health and spirit. Tragedy struck Twain's personal life with devastating force. In 1896, his eldest daughter, Susie Clemens, died of spinal meningitis while Twain was abroad. Her death left him consumed with guilt and sorrow, as he had been unable to return home in time. This loss was compounded by the passing of his wife, Olivia Langdon Clemens, in 1904 after a prolonged illness. Twain's youngest daughter, Jean, suffered from epilepsy and died unexpectedly in 1909, leaving him bereft. These successive losses darkened his later years, casting a shadow over his once ebullient personality. These hardships deeply influenced Twain's later works, which took on a more somber and cynical tone. The Mysterious Stranger, published posthumously, reflects his disillusionment with humanity and organized religion. In this philosophical tale, Twain explores themes of moral ambiguity and the futility of human endeavor, showcasing a stark departure from the humor and optimism of his earlier works. Similarly, What is Man? Delves into deterministic views of human nature, revealing Twain's evolving skepticism. Despite his struggles, Twain's wit and resilience endured. He continued to write prolifically, producing essays, speeches, and reflections that displayed his sharp intellect and unyielding critique of societal norms. His autobiography, serialized near the end of his life, offers an unfiltered glimpse into his thoughts, blending humor, introspection, and candor. In these writings, Twain confronts his successes and failures with a characteristic blend of humility and self-awareness. Twain also cultivated his public persona with care, often using it as a shield against his private grief. He became known for his iconic white suits and his captivating presence on the lecture circuit, delighting audiences with his humor and storytelling. However, his public appearances also served as a means of distraction from the turmoil within, allowing him to maintain the facade of the jovial literary giant. In his final years, Twain found solace in his role as a mentor and friend to young writers and admirers, offering guidance and encouragement. He spent much of his time in Stormfield, his Connecticut estate, surrounded by the memories of his loved ones. Despite his profound losses, Twain maintained a deep connection to his audience, continuing to inspire and entertain with his enduring wit and wisdom. Samuel Clemens died on April 21, 1910, just as Halley's Comet returned, an event he had famously predicted would coincide with his passing. His death marked the end of an era, but his legacy as Mark Twain lives on. His later years, marked by resilience in the face of adversity, serve as a poignant testament to the strength of the human spirit and the enduring power of creativity. Through his struggles and triumphs, Twain left behind a body of work that continues to illuminate the complexities of life and the indomitable will to persevere. Chapter 6: Mark Twain's Enduring Legacy, a reflection on genius and humanity. Mark Twain's legacy transcends literature, extending into the very fabric of American culture and identity. As a writer, humorist, and social critic, Twain captured the contradictions of his era while crafting stories that continue to resonate with readers around the world. His influence is not confined to his works; it permeates the realms of art, society, and intellectual thought, making him a timeless figure whose relevance endures. One of Twain's most remarkable contributions was his role in shaping a distinctly American literary voice. His works, grounded in the vernacular of the common people, brought an authenticity to literature that mirrored the complexities and idiosyncrasies of the American experience. Novels like The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn broke away from European literary traditions, establishing a uniquely American narrative style that celebrated regional dialects, cultural nuances, and the raw humanity of its characters. Twain's use of humor as a vehicle for social critique remains one of his most enduring qualities. Through satire and wit, he addressed profound societal issues, including racial inequality, class disparities, and the hypocrisies of organized religion and politics. His ability to balance humor with incisive commentary allowed him to connect with diverse audiences, bridging the gap between entertainment and enlightenment. Even today, his works spark discussions about morality, justice, and the enduring struggles of the human condition. Beyond his literary achievements, Twain's public persona contributed significantly to his legacy. With his signature white suit, quick wit, and larger-than-life presence, Twain became one of the first modern celebrities, cultivating an image that endeared him to the public. His lectures and essays showcased his ability to connect with people across different walks of life, making him a symbol of American ingenuity and resilience. This persona, however, also reflected the duality of his life, a man of immense creativity and humor who also wrestled with personal sorrow and philosophical doubt. Twain's works have inspired generations of writers, from Ernest Hemingway and William Faulkner to contemporary voices exploring themes of identity, freedom, and social justice. Hemingway famously declared, "All modern American literature comes from one book by Mark Twain called Huckleberry Finn." This statement underscores Twain's foundational role in shaping not just literature but the cultural dialogue surrounding what it means to be American. In addition to his influence on literature, Twain's insights into human nature and society have left a lasting impact on broader cultural and intellectual spheres. His skepticism toward unchecked authority and his advocacy for individual freedom continue to resonate in modern discussions about governance, ethics, and civil rights. His ability to find humor in humanity's flaws and hope in its potential serves as a guiding principle for those seeking to navigate the complexities of the modern world. Twain's legacy also thrives in the adaptations and reinterpretations of his works. From films and stage productions to educational curricula and academic studies, his stories continue to captivate and inspire. His characters, such as Tom Sawyer, Huck Finn, and Jim, remain enduring symbols of adventure, morality, and resilience, reflecting universal themes that transcend time and place. The adaptability of Twain's narratives ensures their relevance for each new generation, as readers and audiences find fresh meaning in his explorations of human nature and society. Moreover, Twain's influence extends beyond the written word. His life story, filled with ambition, struggle, and triumph, serves as a testament to the power of creativity and perseverance. Twain's ability to transform personal tragedy into profound insights and humor offers a blueprint for resilience in the face of life's challenges. His journey from a small-town boy in Hannibal, Missouri, to a global literary icon embodies the quintessential American dream, inspiring countless individuals to pursue their passions and embrace their unique voices. Twain's reflections on humanity, its flaws, contradictions, and boundless potential remain as relevant today as they were in his time. His unflinching honesty, tempered by compassion and humor, invites readers to confront uncomfortable truths while finding hope in the shared human experience. In a world that continues to grapple with issues of inequality, freedom, and moral integrity, Twain's works serve as a beacon, reminding us of the importance of empathy, critical thought, and the enduring pursuit of justice. As we reflect on Mark Twain's legacy, it is clear that his contributions to literature and culture are immeasurable. He not only chronicled the spirit of his age but also transcended it, leaving behind a body of work that challenges, entertains, and inspires. Twain's genius lies not only in his ability to make us laugh but also in his capacity to make us think deeply about ourselves and the world we inhabit. Through his words, Mark Twain remains a living presence, a voice that continues to engage, provoke, and uplift. His enduring legacy reminds us that the power of storytelling lies in its ability to connect, to illuminate, and to endure. Twain's works are not just relics of the past but vital contributions to an ongoing dialogue about what it means to be human. Conclusion: Mark Twain's enduring impact on literature and society. Mark Twain, born Samuel Clemens, remains a towering figure in the pantheon of American literature and a cultural icon whose influence transcends his era. Through his incisive wit, keen observation of human nature, and profound storytelling, Twain captured the essence of a rapidly changing America and explored universal truths that continue to resonate today. Twain's literary works, from The Adventures of Tom Sawyer to The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, are more than mere tales of boyhood adventure. They are profound examinations of morality, freedom, and social justice. These stories have not only shaped the course of American literature but have also sparked critical conversations about race, identity, and humanity. Twain's fearless confrontation of societal hypocrisies, coupled with his ability to find humor in the absurdities of life, ensures his enduring relevance across generations. Yet, Twain's legacy is not confined to his writings. He was a public intellectual, a humorist, and a cultural commentator who wielded his influence to challenge the norms and values of his time. Twain's iconic persona, a blend of charm, intellect, and irreverence, embodied the restless, innovative spirit of the American experience. His lectures, essays, and public appearances added depth to his contributions, making him a multifaceted figure who continues to inspire artists, thinkers, and everyday readers alike. Despite his achievements, Twain's life was not without hardship. His personal struggles, including financial setbacks and family tragedies, reveal the human side of the literary giant. These experiences infused his later works with a more somber and reflective tone, offering readers a deeper understanding of the complexities of his character. Twain's ability to transform personal pain into profound insights underscores his resilience and humanity, traits that resonate as powerfully as his humor and creativity. Mark Twain's legacy endures because his works remain relevant, his ideas remain provocative, and his humanity remains relatable. As a writer, he gave voice to the contradictions of his time, As a humorist, he provided relief from them, and as a social critic, he held a mirror to society, challenging it to be better. Twain's stories, with their timeless characters and universal themes, invite us to reflect on our own lives, question our assumptions, and strive for a more just and compassionate world. In celebrating Mark Twain, we honor not only the man but also the ideals he championed: the courage to speak truth to power, the curiosity to explore the human condition, and the creativity to craft narratives that bridge the gap between laughter and enlightenment. Twain's words remind us of the enduring power of literature to connect, inspire, and transform. As long as there are readers willing to engage with his works, Mark Twain's legacy will continue to shine brightly, guiding us through the complexities of the human experience.